Previously on Unranked.
Did you get the premium? Because you can get 2 weeks of
No.
premium for free.
I didn't do it yet.
Oh, I signed up for that.
The balloons.
The balloons just came out.
There's only 2 other groups I can think of in history that have the kind of impact that she's had, and it's there come the balloons again. And it's
For those
you're
2
playing
games.
1 or 2?
It's just Roller Coaster Tycoon on iPad. It has everything.
Oh, okay, great.
The balloons again.
The other day was I went out on the roof. I laid in my hammock.
Mhm.
I had a nice little drink,
Mhm.
and I put an audiobook in. I don't know what I do to set these reactions off in Zoom. I also put in a third of a pint of Ben and Jerry's. I put in
Very nice.
2/3 of a cup.
The balloons. Why?
I don't know why this is happening.
Oh, you're right. It's a shame Tuna didn't get to see that.
Maybe I'll just have to play it twice,
Well, now you're trying to do it.
And now it doesn't work.
Yeah, for audio listeners, if you watch the video, you'll notice that sometimes Chris will just have balloons, like animated balloons, show up on his Zoom. And it'll just happen from time to time. And that previously on, you can see it in the video, and it's all the times that it's happened. And it does seem to be when you hold up 2 fingers.
But I'm doing it now,
But
and
you're
it's
doing
not.
it now, yeah.
Nope,
It is
no idea.
interesting. Like you were it was consistently like,
Yep.
although I think it got it on 1, but like, yeah.
But my hand was like curled.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so it like
But now it's not
it's
causing
not
them
working.
at all. That's awesome.
which still furthers the I'll never understand.
No. Dude,
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm okay.
Well, let's just say-
introduce the show, and I got a little rant.
Yeah.
I got a little rant.
Welcome to Unranked, episode 468. This is Christian Humes. We have Tom Caswell. Tuna's on the way. He's just
Hello.
he's got a little kid that doesn't want to go to bed. So
He's coming.
we started late.
He's
We're
gonna
waiting.
Try.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna make it. But we had to get the show on the road. Here's my rant before I forget.
Yeah, let's hear it.
And I feel like you're gonna agree. Technology has gotten really progressively worse in the last few years. There are just numerous things that exist in our lives technologically that are just not up to a quality that we deserve as a society.
Sure.
The latest Apple update 18 with this AI bullshit, it's not just that. The rest of the fucking I have a thing where when I open my camera, if I don't, yep, you see this, Chris? Black screen.
Oh,
Sometimes if I open it,
yeah.
from,
I've had it just be frozen. Yep.
yeah, frozen, black screen. I have to unlock to do the camera. That's not how it should work. Watch this one. Watch this one. I'm pressing right now. I'm pressing the flashlight. Oh, it came on this time. Usually,
Because there's no maniac on board anymore to like if something is not perfect to like
Yeah.
throw it against the wall.
They got rid of all the maniacs.
Be like, you're not allowed to add a fucking feature to this until every other one works perfectly.
So I'm really fucking pissed off at that.
Yeah.
Amazon has gotten even worse. Today, I was meant to get a thing in the mail. It said, "Oh, tonight by 10 p.m." But it didn't say it had shipped yet, like the little tracker.
Oh, so
And
you
then-
knew it was bullshit from the jump.
Well, here's what happened. Then I got a message that was like, "Update on your package." It said it's coming tomorrow by 10, and it said it had shipped at that point. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I ordered the thing yesterday. It's totally fine. I can wait 2 days. But then now when I go in, it says it's back on for today, but it's unshipped itself.
Sick.
The
Hell yeah.
tracker has gone back to ordered, and I
Hell
can
yeah.
now just cancel it if I want to. Because I really could just go like to Target or something and pick up this thing. But like, and dude, and technology, Zoom is always been a nightmare. in various fashion. And tech in Instagram today, I was trying to post something for work, and it's garbage. The whole fucking shit is falling apart,
Awful.
including the. I'm so angry at the world. Oh,
I get it. I get it.
Every facet, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah. This is why I'm not. I deleted Instagram from my phone. I deleted TikTok from my phone. I mean, you have to use stuff for work. This is your job, so you can't.
I know.
But that's different though, because you're doing a corporate account at least. Like it's you don't have to engage on, but you kind of do a little bit. But
it's all
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man
that's a nightmare.
alive. We live in a nightmare. All right. Speaking of nightmares, what Pokemon are we looking at this week?
Oh, that's a great question. Last week we did Magmortar. So let's see. Did you hear that? I don't think I shared the audio.
No, I didn't. Oh, this fucking thing.
Out there. This fucking guy. Hey, you know what? You know what, Tom?
Oh.
We didn't get very far. Let's run
it back. Run it back.
Yeah, let's run it. We'll do it twice, Tom.
We'll do it twice.
Hey, Tuna.
Hello.
Previously on Unranked.
Did you get the premium? Because you can get 2 weeks of premium for free.
I didn't do it yet.
Oh, I signed up for that.
The balloons.
The balloons just came out.
And there's only 2 other groups I can think of in history that have the kind of impact that she's had, and it's there come the balloons again. And it's you're playing
games.
1 or 2?
It's just Roller Coaster Tycoon on iPad. It has everything.
Oh, okay, great.
The balloons again.
The other day I went out on the roof. I laid in my hammock.
Mhm.
I had a nice little drink,
Mhm.
and I put an audiobook in. I don't know what I do to set these reactions off in Zoom. I also put in a third of a pint of Ben and Jerry's. I put in
Very nice.
2/3 of a cup.
The balloons. Why?
I don't know why this is happening.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Tuna, your mic is wrong mic.
Sorry, audio listeners, you had to hear the theme again. Tuna's fixing his mic. He's here now, though.
No, it was on. It was just.
It was all
No,
the
yeah,
way.
it was
yeah,
over
that's the
here.
wrong one. Oh,
No, it wasn't the
great.
wrong one. It was over there.
Oh, well, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Wow.
Welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were just about to.
Nice haircut.
Oh yeah.
It's not a haircut.
Yeah.
It's just what
Really?
happens.
Just had
Yeah.
hair.
Oh, look at those grays coming in.
Yeah, he's
You
got
look
the,
like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, he's got the Reed Richards
Yeah,
grays.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That
Nice.
rules. That's the dream.
I think so.
I think so.
Or a streak. I'm starting to get like a very minute
Like, it
like
could be like rogue.
patch of gray.
I got a little streak going.
Yeah,
I
he
just
has
hope I
a-
hold
Tuna
on
has
to
a
my hair
streak.
long enough to get
Grays.
the grays for a while. Yeah. I just want to have hair long enough to have the grays for a little while, and then if I lose it, you lose it. But
Right.
you just want to get the full hair experience before you have to retire it.
Right.
The full
You know?
Sure.
experience.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Last week we talked about a pretty good Pokemon. That was Magmortar. Today
Okay.
we're talking about another Pokemon.
Reptar.
It's the 468th Pokemon. Alex Marinello, can you tell me who this fucking sick ass Pokemon is?
Sick
Togekiss?
ass Pokemon.
Yep.
Togekiss?
Togekiss.
Ew.
Togekiss. It's a dual type fairy flying Pokemon introduced in Generation IV. Prior to
IV.
Generation VI,
Oh, VI,
it
yeah.
was a dual type normal flying Pokemon. It evolves from Togetic when exposed to a shiny stone. It is the final form of Togepi.
All right. Togepi, Togetic, and Togekiss. Just for any of our audio listeners who are just worried Alex is having a stroke or they're having a stroke after that strange word salad.
I mean, I don't know why it's I pronounce things the way I see it.
We got to talk about this real quick. Togepi, when Togepi
Okay.
showed up in the original series while they were still in Kanto, right? We didn't get to Johto yet. We didn't they didn't do the
Right.
elite, like still early days.
Uh-huh.
A new fucking Pokemon shows up, a Pokemon egg. That was a wild turn of events in the anime and in the Pokemon world.
Yes.
And then it evolves into yet another still baby-like form that's still wearing a shell. And the fact that they didn't have a third stage for this Pokemon was such fucking utter bullshit for so long, because I thought I really liked the colorful pattern on it, and it was just an iconic Pokemon from the anime. So for it to be useless game-wise was crazy to me. So I was very excited when this Pokemon came out. I'm going to tell you right now, the second they added the fairy typing to the games, it made this Pokemon very, very good. This became like a great Pokemon to have on your team. Anytime it's in the game, it's on my team now. It's a strong fucking Pokemon.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, fairy typing is like
Already
the anti-dragon.
pretty, yeah,
You know,
right.
it is a very strong typing, and this being fairy flying, it's pretty fucking sweet. It's pretty fucking cool. I'm a big fan of this Pokemon.
Oh,
Here's an interesting stat for you. Gender ratio of this Pokemon, 87.5% male.
wow.
Really?
Yep.
Just screams female to
DEI
me.
in action,
Yep.
ladies and gents. They made
DEI?
they made this woke.
What do you,
Yeah.
dude? That's not allowed to be talking about that
'cause
anymore.
it's- Oh, we can't even talk about it even in the. Okay, so we're not talking about it at all. It's banned.
Yeah.
We can't talk about how much we. Anyway,
I certainly think we shouldn't.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
I don't want to
bullshit.
be. I don't want to be thrown into a. You know.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm
Into
being
a
sent to
what?
the farms
Into
already.
What? Into a.
He's
into
getting sent to the farms.
Getting a job at the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna go work
The
with Big
anti-woke
Balls.
podcast. Yeah.
Right.
We'll get fucking
Tuna and Big
they're gonna
Balls are gonna go get it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
just give
yeah.
us the key. Oh, do you want the treasury or
All right, back to the
Knox?
Pokemon. Back to the Pokemon. Back to the
okay.
Pokemon.
We're gonna find the gold in Fort Knox.
Back to the
Okay,
Pokemon.
here's the thing with
Talk to
this
me.
thing.
Talk.
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
I like Togepi.
Yeah.
I just don't think I like the look of this evolution. I do appreciate.
Oh, I
the
agree. I think it
typing.
looks. I think it looks terrible.
I do think that the typing powerfulness is very cool, but like
Mm-hmm.
I just think that this and Togetic are not great designs.
I think you guys are just body shaming.
You're
body
we
shaming.
Can't
This
talk
is-
about that either, Chris.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I was about to say she, but like actually, this is mostly
Yeah.
men here with Togepi.
Wow, he biases. Jesus.
Legends Arceus says, scant few have ever cited this Pokemon. After studying what literature remains, I'm certain Togekiss will reveal itself when peace reigns in the land.
Damn.
This evolves when
never
it gets
showing
the
up.
shiny stone. I'm a fan of a stone evolution.
Stone evolutions are fine.
Stone
They're-
evolution is cool. I
Yeah.
like it. You know. This particular poke, not a fan. You know.
This is about to be contentious on the list.
It seems like it's gonna be because I
Yeah.
don't want it. I don't want
One
it
of
too
the
high.
few.
I think it's uninspired.
I think uninspired is a great way
Okay,
to
so
describe it.
we're gonna have to come to some kind of a compromise because, quite frankly,
Do we
this would
need
be in
to?
my top 10.
Are
No.
you out of your
No
mind?
way.
Yeah.
Top 10?
Oh, yeah. Of our list, not of all Pokemon, but of
No,
this
I know.
list.
I know.
Yeah,
I
100%.
still think-
100%. Like I'm just telling you, we're gonna have to come to a compromise here. If I were picking, I'm looking at the top 10, no question be in the top 10. Probably top 5. It's a great Pokemon. It's a great Pokemon, especially in the game, which arguably is like the way I have interacted with the Pokemon franchise the most, is playing the video game.
The sprite Like from behind, it looks really bad.
Let
You
me
go
see,
down
let
to
me
the
see.
sprites and you look at
Yeah,
the
it's-
behind view. It looks
It's just like a big round mess.
it looks horrible.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
this Pokemon
It's got big back,
stinks.
big back.
It's like
big
a
back
plane,
Pokemon.
but like a chicken, but
Yeah,
like
it's basically like a flying hen. It's a magical flying
a
hen.
flying hen. Hens
Yeah.
fly.
Yeah, but this one's like it's always in flight.
But it's
know?
magical.
Yeah.
I don't like how chunky it is. Like, I just don't like its shape.
Body
I
shape.
guess we are body shaming, but like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
I think it's terrible.
above Magmortar, like, come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
no
No,
way.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
No
Oh,
way.
yeah.
No way.
Keep in mind, this Pokemon is like 5 feet tall. This isn't.
That doesn't help.
I'm just saying, it's a big fucking bird.
Wait,
It's a
how does it
huge
even walk
fucking bird.
around? How does it walk
It's
around?
got these tiny little.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got those
this
little
is
feet.
stupid. This is a
feet.
dumb Pokemon.
Okay, well, keep in mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you were to take a lot of birds, go take an owl, right? They're big and round like an owl. This is a similar thing going on.
I know where you're going. I know
You
where
get the
you're
owl
going.
wet.
Yourself an owl.
I know
Skinny
where you're
little
going with
bitch,
this.
long ass
Yeah.
legs. Same
Yeah, yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
This is just it's got a big ass plume. It's got a big ass
Right.
plume. That's what's
Is it
going
a plume? It doesn't look like a plume.
I don't know. It looks stupid, dude.
Yeah. It's sick.
It's
sick.
not.
It's sick
No.
Pokemon.
I hate that its head is a part of its body. Like,
Because that's because of the way you kill me. Kill me. Look, it's going at least in the top half. We got to come to a compromise here.
I mean,
Do we?
Yeah.
It's 2 against 1.
Where would you put it, Tuna?
Like, let me look at this list. This fucking list. iCloud notes. Here we go. Pokemon. Oh, the numbers are all messed up again.
You just leave it and then go back in. It'll fix it.
I don't know. Somewhere in like it's definitely not higher than Shinx. Tell you that. It's probably in like the 60s for me. It's in that Vespa Queen, Lop Bunny, Skunk Tank.
Yeah, I was gonna
Toxicroak.
say.
That's where it is, for sure.
Below Lot Bunny is actually quite close to halfway.
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't do my name origin. Togekiss may be a combination of Toge
Kiss
and
Toge.
Kiss, referencing its kind nature. We're not allowed to
Toge
talk
coming
about that
to
either.
coming to a federal institution
Yeah,
near you.
Toge, the
Toge.
Department of Government Efficiency. I'm surprised to not call that because it's fucking idiots. Under Lot Bunny at 43 is right around center of the.
Yeah, I
of
think
the
that's.
list.
I think that is more than fair for this poke.
That's
I
too
would
low.
agree.
That's too
Are
low.
you crazy?
I'm not
Are you
crazy.
nuts, dude.
It's too low.
This is not.
It's too low.
It's not good, man. It's not a good poke. I mean, look.
How
It's
about
2
the
against
new number 39?
39.
Better than Hippowdon.
Yep.
Hippowdon. Fine, fuck it, whatever.
This
I don't
look,
care.
here's the thing. You guys aren't counting the fact that this is an elite Pokemon in your
It
team.
is a powerful Pokemon. That
Oh, okay.
does give it some points.
All right, fine. 39.
Like if this Pokemon's in the game, it's in my team because it kicks ass.
Wait, hold on. Let me just look at 39 again. Let me just see. 39. No. 40. I'll meet you at 45.
You're putting it down further than where
Yeah, you just put
I
it
was
down further.
negotiating it. You're moving it down the list.
Yeah. I only moved it up a couple from where you had said.
Where did we say? I thought we said like 50
Look,
something.
I would put it at number 1 if I got to choose. So
Oh,
the fact
this
that
is
I went up,
ridiculous.
the fact that I went up by
This is
3,
ridiculous.
the fact
This
that I
is
went up by
ridiculous.
3 from where you said was such a big compromise on my end.
Oh, wait a minute.
And then you go, no, I'm gonna put it lower now.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good at 39. That's fine. Again,
39 's fine.
the numbers got all mixed up. I had to go back
Oh.
in. The numbers got all mixed up. All right.
I
Yeah.
see.
You're good at 39. That's fine.
Oh boy.
You're good there.
I was like, I can't believe because you basically said 43, and I was like, all right, how about 39? And you were like, that's insane. 45.
Right. Okay.
It's like this is not how we
Well, because the thing
negotiate.
didn't. Yeah.
If you had said 40, I'd be like, all right, or like 41. Like we could have, we could have gone back and forth, gotten
Yeah,
closer
yeah,
and
yeah,
closer.
Yeah,
But
yeah. But that's fine. That's fine.
it was, man, like a madman here. What's up, boys? What's going on?
Nothing much. Hanging out, hanging loose. I'll go really
Yeah.
quick. Love is Blind this season.
Oh,
has
it started?
been started already. They took the criticism of last season where people were saying that we didn't see enough of the pods, of the conversations in the pods, and they doubled down on. No, they didn't double down. I'm sorry. They gave us exactly what we wanted, but even more of it. So now it's
Now
really
it's too much.
boring.
Too much pods.
Now it's
Yep.
really boring stuff in the pods.
I
So
always
that's-
like the pods a lot at first, but then I'm usually like ready
gets
for the
boring.
pods to be done.
I'll tell you right now, it gets boring.
Oh boy.
Part 2 is that we watched episode 1 of White Lotus season 3.
Yep.
Did not like it.
Really?
Found it to be a bit of a snooze fest. Did you see it?
Yeah, of course.
And I found the conversations between one or two siblings to be
Weird.
very weird.
Yeah, real weird shit. Yeah.
Really
I don't know.
weird on that.
It felt no different to me than the beginnings of any season of that show. That
No,
show to
which
me
is-
has always been like such a slow burn. I thought
Yeah,
the
yeah,
opening
but-
was nuts.
Yeah, the opening was fine, but then the rest of the episode was a little snoozer. I will
I mean,
say
there's
I'm
a lot.
surprised.
There's a lot
I'm
of characters.
surprised that he's going for the same formula again.
But that's what the show is.
I know that's what the show is, but I feel like you can only do that so many times, right? Like Home Alone.
Well,
then
it's
they
like
did
Agatha
Home-
Christie, right? It's a murder mystery.
No, it's definitely no. I'm talking about the same beats. They all show up. They're on the boat together, going to the place. There's a family. There's a couple that doesn't like each other. It's the same. It hits the same things. What I'm saying is like you come out with Home Alone. You're like, this is amazing, right? Let's make a sequel. Okay, the sequel is pretty much beat for beat the same movie as the first one. It's just in New York with a couple differences. Or like Hangover 1. Great. Hangover 2. We'll do the exact same movie. We're just going to put it in fucking Thailand. I feel like he's done the same thing now. 1, 2, and he's going to do it again with 3. I'm like,
He's gonna do it again.
He's going to do it again with the third
I don't know
season?
what the show would be otherwise, right? Like I thought that
Well,
was
you
the
could
format.
mix
Was
it
like
up, but you don't
someone's
need to
gonna
have the
die
same-
because it's a murder, and we're gonna be watching like people's lives like either fall apart or get better. And like thematically, season 1 and 2 had differences in the character journeys, and that's I think the only thing that really differentiates itself. This third one, he said for a long time, the third season with Thailand was going to be more focused on like spiritual journeys of a lot of different characters, which is
Okay.
why he had said it there. But like consider like Mike White who made this, right? It's like really heavily inspired by like Survivor, right? And Survivor's the same
you were
format,
gonna
like
go
all
there.
the people. That's the point. Like it's like he took his experience of Survivor and dramatized it, but instead he said it. The idea is like, okay, instead of we're taking people from a world, where we have everything and we're putting them in a world of nothing and seeing like who can make it out. We're taking people who have the most and putting them in even more opulence, and like a lot of them are going to find like, oh, maybe they don't actually have anything. And these are people that felt like they had everything and they were in the place that gives them everything. And they, some of them feel empty and some of them like revel in it. And like, that's the point. Isn't that the whole purpose of the show? Like, how do you do anything else?
but I just don't like that we're hitting the same.
It's the new cast of Survivor.
We're sitting by
conceit.
the pool again. There's the guy oogling at the girl, trying to talk to the girl. There's the dinner scene where the family's together and they're not jiving and someone's annoyed at someone else. It's the same. Whatever.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but like, that's what
Yeah.
Survivor is,
All right.
right? Every season of Survivor, they show up on the boat, they do a challenge, someone gets eliminated, some people are getting along, other people want to get these people out.
Some people eat shit day one. Fucking have to
I
be
did-
medevaced out of that.
Super disappointed by that theme song. They should have just done another remix.
Oh, of
Yeah.
White Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
The
theme
art
song
was
sucked.
great. Theme song.
Oh, art was
sucked.
fantastic. Theme song
Art was
boring.
great.
Yeah, that's
Theme
what maybe
song.
what it was. Maybe the theme song started, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
subdued.
Set you
The
off on
the vibes were bad
the
at the beginning
vibes,
for me,
yeah.
but then
Yeah.
then the
Tom, did
the
you see
crazy
it?
shit happened.
I haven't watched
A
anything.
single episode of White Lotus. Okay.
That's not true.
Um,
I've
oh.
watched a couple of episodes of season 1. It just didn't grab me, and I
Sure.
just never
Sure.
pushed through that.
Speaking of Survivor, we are doing the Tribal Council Fantasy League this season, but it's open to our listeners. You go to the Discord. I'm going to post it again today on Friday. You'll find it in the general chat. I'll have a link with the code to our group. You got to sign up before next Wednesday it airs, right? The new season. So you got to sign up before next Wednesday. It's open from now until next Wednesday for you to go sign up. You pick your team of survivors. Anytime there's like a merge, you'll have a chance to redraft your survivors. And after the first episode, you also get a chance to redraft because everyone's kind of blindly picking. You can look up the cast. I'll post the cast list. But we already have some listeners in there. You guys got to go make sure and sign up, but it'll be fun.
I've signed up.
We'll have a nice little group in there.
What my roster? I went based off of vibes.
What else are you gonna go off of?
I know.
I'll tell you what I'm going off of.
I didn't. Yeah.
I'm going all dudes this season.
No.
A dude hasn't won in years now. It's been a while since a dude has won. It has basically been all women except one dude has won in the new era. It's been 7-1 women to dudes.
Fucking alligator.
And every season the girls keep fucking teaming up and wiping the dudes out. And I'm like, at some point or another, because like they film 2 at a time, enough of the new people have seen the show that are gonna be like, boys, we have to stick together. We're gonna be wiped out. This is it. This is the season. This is my gamble. I'm going in on the boys this season. I'll probably redraft a couple, but I'm definitely going. I'm going all boys at the jump.
All right.
It's men's time.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man alive.
That's really all I got over here.
Tom, you got anything?
Yeah, went to we made friends with some of my with my friend Eric. We made friends with some of his friends who are a couple, and they have a house in the fucking boonies of New Jersey. Beautiful house though.
Can it be the boonies of New Jersey? Is that a thing? Is New
it
Jersey
was-
big enough to have to be in the boonies of that state anywhere?
There was that we were in boonies. I would classify what we not full. Okay,
New Jersey's not tiny.
not
It's pretty small.
fully boonies. Like we were only an hour away from where we live, but they were all. Let me put it this way: it snowed that day, and as we were getting there, I was very worried about what the roads would look like on the way back because there was a lot of back roads. Anyway, had a great time, enjoyed that. That was great. We played a game, like a party game, and it's basically it really is just like guess the number. So it's like how wide is a tennis court, and you have to guess. Everyone guesses, and then you put chips on, like you bet.
Sure.
You can bet on other people and stuff like that.
You play where is Kazakhstan?
What's that one?
He's not gonna get that, Chris.
You get like a map and you do like a clue to a thing,
just
like
guess.
this thing happened here, and you got everyone put the thing on a map, and
Okay, interesting.
similar
Haven't played
idea, but you're geolocating.
Other than that, did either of you watch What If?
The first season
I
I
watched
did,
the
but,
first season.
but then I dropped off from the
they
Yeah,
dropped
from the
off
Marvel.
all.
Yeah.
So just finished the last season that happened, which is the last season, which I thought was good. I think it might have been the weakest, honestly, of the 3, but enjoyed it. Now I need to start Spidey.
We getting a new X-Men this year? X-Men 97?
No. Oh, 97? Yeah, no, I don't think so.
That's surprising.
think
It's usually
that'll
the way
be-
they produce these animated shows is 2 seasons at a time.
Yeah, the What If got produced like pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
see.
surprising we're not going to get one this year. Sucks too because that was great, and I would love a second season of that. Now, I watch it now.
But in terms of gameplay and mostly Avowed started
Oh,
playing
Avowed's so fucking good.
Avowed. Yeah, so I would love to talk about that. I've put a lot of time into it,
So
actually.
Tom, comparing Avowed to Skyrim,
Yeah.
what is, because I've never played Skyrim. I know
Sure.
there's been opportunities. It's been on every console I've owned, basically.
Yeah.
I just never did. And then at a certain point, I'd heard enough about Skyrim. I'd seen enough Skyrim memes that I just didn't even want. I was off put by Skyrim. This is a feeling that Alex can probably understand. Where
Well, I
I've
told
heard
you I
so
tried
much about
Skyrim.
it that I didn't ever want to touch it at this point.
Do you remember how overwhelmed I was in Skyrim? I found like a house and I went in, there was a book and I was like reading the book and I was like, why
Oh,
is this book so
yeah.
long? And then like it was just so much to do. And then I found I
But I
remember
thought
went
you liked it
No, I did like it, but it was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was just got overwhelming. Like I went
because you
into a
have to
cave,
complete everything.
and then it kept going. The cave just kept going, and then I found
Yeah,
a
yeah.
door that I didn't know what the fuck I was supposed to do here, and then I was
Yeah.
like, I don't really. And then I was like, forget it, I can't.
Yeah, I
yeah.
would say that this is ostensibly Skyrim, but way more focused. The space that you're exploring is what they said they were going to do. They were going to make it smaller, but they were going to keep like the amount of stuff. So it's just a denser game, and you're stumbling across things much quicker. I posted on Blue Sky. I was like, the great thing about Avowed is that in every frame, there's always something drawing me. You know, whether I do have an objective or not, it's like, oh, there's a building. How do I
The
get
game
in
doesn't feel
there?
slow. It feels like I am just
No,
like
it's-
churning through it.
It is paced really well, and yeah, I think it's because it's denser. It's way more polished. Let's put it that way, right? Like I haven't run into any bugs. It runs great. It plays great, and then the systems are streamlined. So, like Skyrim, for example, has stealing. So if you're in someone's house or something and you take something, they'll be like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Like they'll get in your face about it.
Yeah.
They don't have that system,
Which is funny because I didn't know that. And while I'm playing Avowed, every time I'm like walking in somewhere, I'm like, oh, thanks for this, thanks for that. They're like, you're not supposed to be in this area. And they're like, mind yourself. And I'm like, sure thing. I'm just going to pick this shit up in front of you. And I'm like, oh, it's good they don't care about that. So I did not know that was a thing in Skyrim.
Yeah, in Skyrim, there's systems like that. You know, I think another thing is like running would take your endurance meter, right? Like that is based solely on your actions in combat, but you can run forever. Skyrim, you can't.
I was about to. That
Skyrim,
sucks.
you can't do that. It's all.
I'm zipping around.
And I think that's the thing is like at first I was like, oh, this is really streamlined. There's some systems here that are like really basic for an RPG. That being said, though, the world and the story and the characters and the way that those interweave really, I think, is a very impressive. There was one basically at the very end of the first area. There was a situation that happened that was a pretty like important plot beat, and I had an additional track of dialogue that I could do based on this very mundane thing that I had stumbled upon hours before. And it just so happened that the character I was interacting with like knew the other people I was interacting with before. And there's tons of moments like that where it really does feel like you are contributing to the story. Like not to shit on Starfield again, but like Starfield had almost none of that. Nothing you did really impacted.
This game's not nearly that long though, right? I thought this game was like a 40 to 50 hour game is kind of what I heard.
It's much shorter. I'm at like 20 something right now, and I'm close to finishing the second area. Basically, I'm just doing everything I stumbled across, but like I'm sure I'm missing things here and there. Most people say like you can zip it in 20, but like 40 to 50 probably for a completionist run.
Oh, okay. So I'll probably do it in like 30 to 40 because I'm not. Something I look up now anytime I start a game is like, do they have achievements for different difficulties and stuff? Because if they have one that's like play this game on the hardest difficulty, unless it's like my favorite game of all time, I'm never gonna do that.
No,
I'm
of
not
course.
gonna do that, which means I'm not gonna waste my time trying to get achievements and do things for
Sure.
achievements. Because if I can't get all of them, I don't give a fuck about them at all.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna play the game and I'm gonna do a
Mhm.
side quest if it sounds fun or like I need XP or something. But otherwise, like I'm mostly gonna mainline this game.
And but the nice thing about the side quests is they're quick. Like that whole thing Tuna described, where he's like, and I go into a cave and it went on forever, and I was like, what am I doing here? This
Yeah.
game has caves, but it is smaller. There are only like a few rooms, and they're built so intricately that like you kind of wrap around to the beginning and like, oh, you drop down and now I'm by the entrance and I'm out of
Yeah.
here. And everything is like that. Either a side quest is really, how much have you played, Chris?
Like maybe like 5 hours.
There's a side quest in the opening area that ostensibly is you have to go looking. Someone's like, hey, I was with a group of soldiers and we went into this cave
Yeah.
and I was the only one that came back. Have you
Yep.
gone into the cave and
Yep.
done all of that with the
That's
guy?
I've only done I think like 2 real side quests. I've done that one and I did the
Yeah.
one where the woman was like, my house is cursed.
Oh, yes, yes.
So I did those
that
two.
one is super quick. Yeah.
Oh, it was
the
so
one-
fast.
Yeah, the one in the cave is more drawn out,
Yeah.
but it is really cool.
It was awesome.
And
It was
the
awesome.
resolution of it is like really
Yeah.
interesting. And I was kind of shocked as to where I was able to take the like this side story, and then that side story has had ramifications and ripple effects and a bunch of other different things that I've done. And so yeah, I just think that it's just really tight. It's super tight. I think the combat is really fun.
Yeah, what are you wielding? What are your
I switch up pretty regularly, but I think the one that's really working for me is, so in the game you have 2 loadouts and you can either hold something with 2 hands or you can wield something in each hand, and there's a bunch of different weapons available. In one, I have the flame sword from that one quest.
Okay. Yep.
That you get. I have the flame sword there, and I use the grimoire. I have like the grimoire of greater elements, so it's like the level 2
Yes.
grimoire
I have
book, and so I wield both of those.
No, I think I have Grimoire of Comment. I have whatever the second Grimoire I was able to buy was.
It's either a quality increase, or does it have different spells?
It has different spells.
Yeah, so that's what you have the same thing. I
Okay,
do.
like Blizzard and stuff.
Yeah, Blizzard and the fireball and the lightning bolt that goes between people.
The fucking wand? The wand is my shit. I'm just a sorcerer out there. That is Tuna. This is me playing this game. 90% of the time.
Yeah, it's just
It's fucking great. It's fucking sick.
If you want, you can dual wield
Oh
wands.
my god!
Yeah.
I didn't ever consider that. I've picked up extra wands, and I'm like, what the fuck do I need another one of these? Like this one's not as good as mine. I never, for a second, thought put it in my other hand.
So you can dual wield wands, but
then I can't have my grimoire.
Well, you could have that on your other loadout if you wanted.
Oh wow! So I have 3 wands.
Yeah, you could have 2
Right?
loadouts.
I could have a dual wield
both
loadout for
dual-wielding
one. But then I'm gonna be sacrificing wand quality,
wait,
right?
you
Because
don't need-
I'm putting a
wait, you
lot in
don't-
to pump these wands up.
Wait, to use the grimoire, you don't need to have a wand as well.
Oh, that's true. But I like the, oh, I could do sword
Yeah,
grimoire.
I have a sword and a grimoire.
Oh, I
doing
have
spells.
I have not been playing this correct. I have not really
No weapon
dove into
or
this system
anything
at all.
I've been switching around a lot. For a while, I was wielding. I had the fire sword, and then I found a unique axe that's frost. So I was fire and
frost
ice
axe.
Todoroki.
Ooh. Oh hell yeah!
I
Did you
was
put them on the
using-
right sides? You get it?
I don't know. I can't remember. It was left for frost, right for fire. I don't remember which side he is. I don't know if that's correct. Anyway,
I think that's
so I had that
opposite.
for a while.
You got to write if he's in a mirror.
Then I found this cool shield, and so I got rid of the frost axe and started using the shield, and I learned the parry move, so I've been parrying stuff. But right now, yeah, I have the flaming sword with the grimoire, spells are just really useful to have. And then in the other hand, I have a pistol that has bullets that electrify, and a flaming dagger. And so my base move is, because you can do like charge attacks, right? Like you can hold the attack to do a charge. So I do this charge shot, and the cool thing with it is I have a couple of abilities on that, which mean that when I do the charge attack, it slows down time, so I have enough time to aim. So it's like a surefire shot. It gets in, it like stuns them because it electrifies them. Then I dash in, fucking stab them a couple of times with the fire knife, and then when they recover from the shock and try to attack, I like jump back and I like repeat, and I'm just like doing that really, really quickly. So those are the two loadouts I have. And yeah, with the additional stuff, I mean, it is just like when you pick that stuff up, you just break it down and you use it to level up the resources to level up your other weapons through the crafting. And there's an enchantment system as well for the uniques where you can give them unique perks. It's very cool, and it's as deep as it needs to be satisfying. And I think the world is really cool, and I'm playing it on balance. Fantastic. It looks fantastic.
Which balances the. If you have a 120 hertz TV or monitor, balanced is my favorite new thing in video games. Give me that 40 frames mode.
Yeah,
dude, it's best of both worlds. It looks great. It's been running great.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's great. Good game.
It's a really, really, really fun and enjoyable game, and I think like the parkour of it, like the clambering, is like really solid. Like yeah. Have you tried third person at all?
No, I noticed it, but I enjoy first person. The thing about Skyrim that I also never liked was I just didn't like the visual look of it. I hated how just desaturated and ugly and just like generic medieval it was, and this is fucking colorful as hell.
Dude,
it's so just visually pleasing.
It looks amazing. This is such a great example of what Unreal 5 can do.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to the other side of the opening area, and it's got the bones in the side?
No, that sounds cool though.
Once you get to like because the opening area is like basically like it's surrounded by water.
Yeah.
So the right hand side of it, where there's a cliff's edge, go there. You'll have quests that'll bring you there eventually, so don't worry. Such a cool design. That lighthouse when you first appear is like such a brilliant. There's so much stuff like that is like constantly like, oh, I gotta go check this out.
It just sounds like a lot. Plus, you guys want to play Alan Wake, and I started Alan Wake, and I like it, so I'd like to continue playing Alan Wake.
Yeah, no, you need to do Alan Wake before you do this.
You haven't talked about Alan Wake.
Yeah, I would like you to
far.
I would like you to talk a little bit about Alan Wake in a moment, but first I have a show and tell. But you shouldn't play this Alan Wake. That being said, what we just talked about is that it's not like a lot like Skyrim, because I just looked it up. How long to beat, Tom, if you're just doing the main mission, is 17 hours is what people are putting. So like under 20 hours, you're just playing the main game.
Now, I will say with it, you will need to do side stuff, because it does not level up people based on enemies based on your level. So you will eventually, if you're just doing main quest, you will eventually get to something that is like an area that is really tough. So you definitely need to build up XP and level up. And he's got a little lightsaber action.
I went to Disney today.
Yeah, your
Tommy,
second
take a guess as to which lightsaber this is before I ignite it?
Is it Dooku's? Which one is it?
No shit.
Way. Damn. Chris was like, fuck it. He said, fuck it. That is the
Does
Darth
it come apart?
Maul. Yeah, it fucking does.
Wow.
Yeah, just like in the movie where he unscrewed it. You remember that moment where Darth Maul had to unscrew?
Wait, does it not? Can you not light the other one if it's
No,
Yeah,
it's
disconnected?
you,
definitely.
you can, but there's like a cap to put on it, and because I don't have the cap on it, it just fell off. The battery pack came out.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so if you remember when I
God, that
started
was the
going,
coolest fucking thing. Darth Maul's lightsaber.
dude, I mean, it's amazing. It's been
Yeah.
one of my favorites forever. But
It's phenomenal.
so if you remember, like I was talking about, picking up all the lightsabers. I've been picking them up over last year, and I was like, there were 10 I wanted to collect.
Right.
I've only got 6 weeks left on my Disney pass, so it's like I still had 2 remaining. So now there's only one lightsaber left that I wanted that I don't have, and my collection will be complete.
Yeah. At last.
And I
have
saved,
one
I
complete
saved,
collection.
I saved the best for last.
Hmm.
It's the original, like the
It's Luke,
original Anakin, Luke,
Yeah.
standard the standard lightsaber, the one I haven't gotten yet. The
Mhm.
blue, A New Hope, Luke Skywalker lightsabers, the one I still don't have. That he also used in Empire, was previously Anakin's, and then eventually Rey gets it. Although that version's different because there's the reconstructed version. But I'm gonna get like the standard, not broken one.
I was so mad when they set up in Last Jedi, Last Jedi. They
Mhm.
set up this thing where it's like the saber breaks and she has the opportunity to build a new one, and they just fucking put a band-aid on it. It's Skywalker, like, it drove me insane.
Sure.
Sure.
It
I don't
was
know.
it was just
It
funny.
seemed
It
fine.
was
They just like they reconstructed it. They fixed it. Like I don't know. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. Who cares? I guess.
Cool.
Mm,
The leather looked cool.
mm.
The like leather banding on it is nice. But
Mm.
Yeah. Look, at least eventually she got something different.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like it fucking sucks we didn't get to see that yellow one do anything. It was fucking sick.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll eventually, because she's gonna get her own movie.
At some point. Which that was the first one I got. But anyway, I love it. I love the double-sided lightsaber. I've been putting it off because it's the most expensive one because it's basically like buying 2 lightsabers. But I haven't gotten one in a long time. So I was like, fuck it. And hopefully I get my taxes back. We'll see. I was for weeks I've been telling Therese, like, you have to give me your W-2s. You have to. I was like, before we can't get our refund, you have to.
Oh my God.
And like literally last week, like they were like, oh, the IRS is about to like start to get purged. And so like I submitted a few days ago at the beginning of this week. But by the next day, I got a thing saying it was accepted already.
Right.
So hopefully I'll get my refund.
Sure.
Who knows?
Sure.
Who knows? That would be great. Got a new car this week. Traded in the Camry.
That you did.
So we were gonna play games on Sunday.
Right.
Yeah,
And
we're
it was-
gonna. Oh, I played Night Rain, right? Of course, yes.
Yeah.
I was supposed to also be on like a call for Tom's bachelor party, and we've been looking at getting a new car and upgrading from the Camry, and what we wanted was a RAV4 plug-in hybrid,
Yeah.
but they're very hard to come by. They're very popular, and the like exact model we wanted, and it was like a great price with very low mileage on it because the person who had it like only had it on a lease prior. So they'd only had it for like 8 months. So it doesn't have a lot of miles.
Mhm.
But it was already on the discount, because of the fact that like the second you take these things off the lot, they lose money. They lose value.
Mhm.
So we go down there. I'm like, well, we should at least go look at it and test drive it. We don't have to pick it out today. I was like, how long can it take? She was like, all right, like we'll go. But like, like we have people coming over later. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, yeah, whatever. That was at like 1. I said to Therese, how long could it take? She was like, well, it takes a while. I was like, yeah. I was like, we're probably not buying it today. Like that. We got there at 2. We left at 6:30
Super late, yeah.
with the car. I mean, we bought the car. We traded in
Right.
the Camry, which they were lowballing us on the Camry. And then I told them what Carvana was offering us. And I was like, look, like you guys are going to let us put a hold on this anyway. Like we can get the purchase started. I was like, I'll do the annoying thing
and sell it to Carvana unless you guys want to match it.
Right.
And they matched it. So we didn't have to do it. I was shocked. I'll be honest with you. I feel like these days haggling is like probably not something that exists. So when we said that to them and they were like, yeah, no, we'll match that price. I honestly was like really surprised because it wasn't like a couple $100. It was a couple $1,000. Like I was shocked that a used car place like did that.
I feel like car company, like the dealership, is the only place I've ever haggled for anything.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's built for haggling.
Or maybe when you bought the house.
And I actually, and I fucking hate it because it's so annoying. Like they have to walk away, go check with the center.
Oh, that's what took so long.
With the
Every
managers
question, he leaves
at the center
and comes back 20 minutes
they leave
later.
And come back. It's really annoying. I just wish that I could just be like, look, can you just give me the lowest? Like, can we just cut to the chase?
Yeah.
And just give me the lowest you can give me.
Yeah.
And we're not putting any money down. Please, just fucking do it. I hate this experience.
Yeah. Totally agree. But yeah, we got a RAV4 plug-in, which is this is so cool because it's a hybrid, which is what we wanted because we didn't want an all-electric car because we only have one car, and that would, I don't know, just not ideal. But the great thing about this one is it's a plug-in hybrid, which means it also has a second battery pack that runs like an EV, but it's only for a limited range. So as long as we're only driving 45 miles, like the battery covers it.
Right.
So I've already put 140 miles on it, just like from going downtown back and forth, like going to dodgeball. And then today I drove T to LAX, and then I drove from LAX to Disney, and then I came back from Disney. I've used less than 1 gallon of gas. I've almost entirely ran off of battery. I expected to use a lot of gas today, except when I got to Disney, I was able to plug it in. And then it had full charge, and then I didn't use any gas getting back from Disney.
They charge you for that at Dis?
Yeah, they're like there's this like charge port thing that you can like pay. Like it's like an app.
Right, yeah, pay. Okay,
yeah, it cost $4 for me to charge my car. You know, it was like great.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I have never had a car that's high before. Honestly, I've always hated driving, especially in this city, because not only like, and I'm sure that this is the same problem everywhere, but like if you're in a sedan, every car is so much fucking higher up than you now. It's so annoying. But in the city, it's really bad because there's so much street parking. So turning down onto a street sucks because you have all these cars that are like so much higher up than you, and they're all like parked leading up to the corner, so you can't see. So you have to like just crawl out onto the street and hope no fucking cars are coming. So that's not a problem anymore. And our old car was 2015, so like other than like the most basic Bluetooth, which like you couldn't use the in-car like Bluetooth for calls because it was like such shit. Like the microphone was like inaudible. It didn't have any, like it didn't even have a screen, like like so it was like you still have to like prop your phone up. So now to have one that has like a real fucking like infotainment screen, this thing has seats that have fucking air conditioning and heating and has like a moonroof and all these things turns out driving can be pretty fun. Driving's nice. It's got 10.1 surround, like it's yeah, dude, it sounds like Apple Music because of the Dolby surround, like it sounds fucking great. It's awesome. I put here's a stupid thing I had to do. I put a fucking tempered glass thing over the giant touchscreen, the like 10-inch touchscreen. I'd put a fucking screen protector on my car's touchscreen because could you imagine getting a scratch on that and then just looking at that forever? That would be so annoying.
It would.
But what a hassle that was to not have like dust and shit under that.
Sure,
It took me a while, but it was like dark doing it in my garage, so I had to like take it out, do it like outside so that I had enough light in the car so that I could see, but then it was a thing. But I got it. It's nice. And whoever owned it before, my guess is maybe they were like an Uber driver, or it's probably it's probably actually just some rich guy that wanted to like feel like he was like in like some kind of a limo experience or something, because they got the like blackout piano tinting on the back windows, and so like you can't even see into the back windows, and like the actual back window is tinted pretty dark too. So like it feels very like dark and moody in the car. You can't tint the front ones in LA though. It's not like legal. I feel like that's probably the case everywhere though. You're not supposed to anyway. But I've never had tinting either. So it's fun. It's weird to plug your car into the wall.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
It's weird. I wrote down our mileage when we got home. We have a full tank in the car when we bought the car, and I want to see how long it takes before we have to fill the car up with gas, like how many miles we get. I'm curious. Play a little game.
Could be hundreds.
Well, I mean, the car's ready to go about 600 miles
Oh, then
on a tank of gas, but
Mm.
considering the EV thing, like charging it all the time, I should almost never use any. So
Right.
I'm thinking I
goes
might be able to get
stale.
like 1,500 miles before. Tom, the gas that was brewing for millions of years is gonna go stale.
Yeah.
I don't know if the gas can go stale, can
I
it?
guess can go bad. Yeah. Well,
Can
it
it?
can lose I don't know what the word you'd use, like vitality. Like it can become
Really?
less efficient. Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Over like
Can gas
years?
go bad? Let's see. How long before fuel goes bad? Da, da, da.
And is it because of like a lack of motion? Like, does the car have to be sitting still? Because I'm driving it.
takes
Is it
about
mixing?
It won't degrade for 2 years.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
wild. I had no idea.
So someone says here, with a stabilizer additive, it should be about 2 years before it begins to degrade. Without, it begins to degrade after 6 months.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to make it 6 months, I'm sure.
Note, however, that it doesn't just up and go bad one day like milk. It will degrade over time.
It was like milk.
There you go.
Oh, your gas is curdled.
Modern EFI engines will be able to run lower quality fuel better than older carburetor style engines. Carbs are far more sensitive to bad fuel, and the fuel sits in the carbs itself. It will really gum them up. Yeah, I think it becomes like gunky. Like it becomes
Weird.
Yeah, the texture of it changes. Yeah.
Weird.
So
I had no
but
idea.
Hopefully it would just be funny. Oh well, it wouldn't be. It would be annoying if it's been in there for so long that it like goes rotten or whatever.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tuna, what do you think
Very
about Alan
nice.
Wake so far?
So Alan Wake, great game. A little slow. I just got to the point where we have emerged from the lake with certain characters. Early doors.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Early doors. Found out that my flashlight can do things.
Hell
So
yeah.
that was cool. Yeah, so we're just gonna, it's been a busy
You're
week
at
at work, so I haven't
you're
really
at
given it a lot, but what's up?
I in my opinion, where you are is right around where it like fucking picks up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what
told
Chris
him
said.
like the first chapter is like a real slow burn, but every chapter in this game is like better than the last. And by the time you're hitting like chapter like 4, it's firing on all cylinders. Like it's so yeah,
good game.
yeah. Okay.
Got the
Well, I
sweet
look
spot.
forward to a more comprehensive update next week. I don't think you need to be
Yes.
so spoiler careful about it either. You can do a little spoiler warning. We can talk just because it was game of the year a lot of places. It was talked about a lot. We talked about a lot on this show already. So like, I feel like at
Yeah,
this
we
point,
Well, look, I appreciate the time that they put into developing the world in this game, like the signage, okay,
Oh, yeah.
things that are, or like the songs that they've picked, or the commercial that I watched that
Oh,
I thought was
sure.
hysterical.
oh,
Yeah.
dude, the videos are great.
So yeah, it's like Control. Like the videos
Yep.
are like, I'm like, oh, this is fucking great. Like I'm not.
They
just playing a
elevate
game.
all the storytelling stuff that like they try to do in Control. In this, it's like the next
Yeah.
level of it.
Yep.
How does it feel? I'm curious, narrative wise. I thought you would love this because you were a big Stephen King guy.
Talk to me.
Well, that's the like. How does it feel?
Well, how does what
Like
feel?
the narrative.
Oh yeah, no, it's good. It's fine. I mean, I'll give you more of an update as I go along. I just
Okay.
haven't been able to play
All right.
a lot.
Okay.
You know, and I will. I
yeah.
have to admit, I guess I'm like they've got me.
Oh, you're.
Playing Destiny 2. I can't.
Oh my God.
I like the shooting in that game is just too good.
This is
Too
the
good. It's too good.
like run based mode.
What? No, the new episodes came out.
Oh, okay. I thought you said there was like a new like run based mode in it or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
it's
is.
called the
There, yeah,
Nether.
there is. But it's part of the episode. There's quests, there's new guns, there's a cool new trace rifle that is really, really good.
All
That
right,
also
maybe
I just found
I'll
out
check it out after Avowed.
you're not allowed to use in the Crucible, I guess, because it's too fucking good.
Yeah.
Because it's a trace rifle that is primary ammo. So I feel like they probably disabled it for Crucible, I would think, because people just would be using that all
Oh
the
no,
time.
you can use it in Crucible. The
The
fucking
Lodestar? I got
the seasonal. Yeah, you
How
can
hard
use
is it to get this gun?
booted up. It's yours.
Oh yeah. All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna come
it's a
try it
part
out.
of the. It's a
Are
part
you
of
sure?
the
Because
pass.
it was grayed out for me when I tried a little Iron Banner.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's
Maybe
not.
it's a different
Oh,
mode.
Iron Ban is different
All right.
because
Yeah, see,
Iron Banner.
forget it.
This is like that challenge all over again.
Now you're
Yeah,
losing
it
me.
is.
Now you're losing me.
Yeah,
Because now I'm like, why are you
Iron
doing this?
Basic. You can play it in basic because Iron Banner is normal mode.
Uh-huh.
The normal multiplayer modes equalize
Uh-huh.
everyone. So whatever guns you have,
Uh-huh.
the power level does not contribute to that. The power level doesn't contribute to how good your gun is. But in Iron Banner, it does matter what weapons you have and what power level they are. So if you are a higher power level than someone, you are going to be
No
better than
wonder
them.
I thought that the
Yeah, that's
one
what
game
Iron
I
Ban is.
played that my Quicksilver Storm wasn't killing people as good as in the past. And then I did like break down a weapon to make that weapon a higher rank or
Yes.
higher
Power
level, and I
level,
was like,
yeah.
oh, I'm doing better now.
Yeah. That's probably
Ah,
why the Lodestar isn't available. It definitely is available in the regular
I see. Okay.
mode.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tom, we got any quick news?
We got news, baby.
I got
We've
news.
Oh.
News me.
Nintendo has discontinued their gold
Oh,
points.
dude.
I'm annoyed about this
so
'cause
fucking annoyed.
That was actually like an awesome perk.
I felt a very generous, felt like the right amount I was getting back because it's like $3 back for every 60 that you spend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which, by the
So,
way,
like,
like it was
If you buy
nice
3
as
games,
someone
it was
who
like
only buys
$10 off a
digital.
fourth. It's great.
Like we're never getting discounts, you know, because we're buying digital. It's like that was a nice way
Yeah.
to like incentivize us. Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, it was so great too because if you ever if I've redeemed codes from Nintendo, like if I'm capturing for a review,
Yeah.
those got you gold points as well because you were just redeeming I always had like a little extra sitting there, which was nice, and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I'm fucking pissed about
Well,
this.
you
This
can't
is
just
some
use what
Elon
you have
Musk
still?
bullshit.
You can use what you have.
Yeah.
You can use what you have. You just can't.
Yeah.
Like I think after whenever they're
After
not
March,
gonna
whatever,
accrue.
you're not gonna be able to earn
They're
anymore.
like, but you can
Right.
use platinum points, which will get you new avatars and
Yeah, I don't
fucking.
give a fuck.
Give me a new theme. Can I get a fucking new theme for my Switch?
No, Tom, they're saving that for the Switch 2 update
They've been saving
10
it
years.
for 7 years.
for the Switch 2 Pro.
Oh man, what a fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
What are the dates on that? Do you know, Tuna? Do you have an article pulled up or no?
No, it was like March something. I got an email. That's why I was like, oh, look at this.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay, some news. Dune Awakening, the Dune MMO. Do you guys know about this at all?
Yeah.
No.
So it's from the people that made Conan Exiles. It is an amalgamation of aesthetic and design and lore choices from the movie, but also from the books. And it's meant to be an alternate timeline where Jessica has a girl instead of Paul, right? As she was always meant to do. And it basically means that the Atreides actually survive the Harkonnen attack on Arrakis and are able to actually form a defense. And it's like this alternate timeline. So you are existing in a world on Arrakis where there's basically a civil war between the Atreides and the Harkonnen.
Well, Paul
Comes
Atreides
out-
survived.
Huh?
I said Paul Atreides survived.
In the movies, yes, but in this one, he's not. He's not in the source. Anyway,
It's
it
Paula.
got a release date. Yeah, Paula Atreides.
Paulina.
It got a release date of May 20th, which is the same day that Elden Ring Night Rain is coming out, and was essentially also you can download the character creator as well on PC. So if you want to go build your character and see the opening of the game, you can actually do that now. So that was a thing. Pokemon Presents announced.
You're gonna have some
So-
Pokemon ZA bullshit. They're making probably a console, right?
Oh yeah, there'll probably be some Switch OLED bundle.
They're like, we got to
thing.
get rid of these last Switches.
Yeah. So this is coming next week, February 27th. So if you're listening now, it's a week from today, 6 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, I think we'll get Legends ZA. I don't think we'll get an announcement for the next gen. I do think that we might get another spin-off in the vein of a Gen 5 remake, or maybe a Gen 2 remake finally. Another Gen 2
Why
remake.
would we get that already? We're getting ZA this year. Why would we even know what's going to come next year? I feel like they would save that for next year to announce Gen 10.
I'm not saying Gen 10. I'm saying
Well, no,
another
if we're
spin-off game.
getting Pokemon ZA this year, why would we be
Right.
getting another Pokemon game this year?
I'm not saying that it's coming out this year. I'm saying that they might tease another spin-off game. Because
Oh,
we knew about Arceus and Scarlet and Violet at the same time.
well, yeah, but I'm
they
assuming we're
usually
getting
kind
Gen
of-
10 next year. Because Gen 10 is actually due this year.
Right.
So to not get it till next year already puts it at the longest that any other Pokemon game has ever taken to come out.
Sure.
So
I wouldn't be
I would be
surprised-
shocked if we're not getting Gen 10 in 2026.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I wouldn't put it past them to launch. Say this ZA game comes out this year. Maybe it's a summer thing. Maybe it's a fall thing. But I don't think it will be a full thing because they'll be. I mean, it won't matter obviously because it's Pokemon.
So you think we
But-
might get a smaller spin-off or something
Yeah,
before
I
then,
think-
like
I
a
think we'll
Let's
get-
Go?
Yeah, like Let's Go or
that'd
a
be
Gen
wild.
5 remake. Because again, Arceus and Scarlet and Violet came out in the same year. I'm pretty sure that Let's Go. Well, no, I don't know. It's possible. Who knows?
Yeah, it just seems like a lot for them after they kind of got raked over the coals, like critically, for the last game, and then they didn't.
Well,
they just made.
the Gen 4 remakes. They outsourced. It wasn't Game Freak that made those games.
Yeah, but they did. Didn't they make the DLCs for Gen 9?
Yeah, they made the DLCs for Gen
Right.
9.
So they've had a lot. Like they've been doing that, and they're doing Pokemon ZA, and they're doing Gen 10. So I guess
Right.
yeah. So they could just outsource something else.
Yeah, if another studio is
I guess
working
that's true.
on the spin-off.
That'd be
I
wild
don't
to
know.
get 2 in 1 year.
I mean, it happened 3 years ago. We got
Well, that
Arceus
only happened because of the
and-
delay, right?
which delay?
Legends Arceus or whatever. Like, shouldn't that have been in the fall, and then it wasn't, so it came out in
They never
January.
Yeah, they never announced it for. It came out when they announced it for. Like they never delayed it
Oh,
from
okay.
a full release. Like it was
Okay,
only ever
yeah,
meant.
but
to
they were
come
far
out.
enough apart that it was almost, a full like they were on
Sure.
opposite ends of the calendar year. But yeah,
Sure.
that's interesting.
Yeah, so I just don't think it's going to be Legend ZA. I mean, obviously they're going to do like Pokemon Unite updates and Pokemon trading card game Pocket. They'll
We
probably
just don't know anything about Legends ZA, so it feels like we're just
Sure.
gonna get the full reveal.
I think we will. But I
You
just
just
don't
think
think
there's
that's
more?
going to be it. Yeah, I think there's more. But Who knows?
TCG, we're gonna get stuff for
Oh,
sure.
100. Yeah. All of Go or what? Well, actually, I don't think they do Go announcements at Pokemon Presents.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
Which like
of
Niantic just sold the game or something like that.
speaking of
Yeah.
Pokemon Go, Niantic is supposedly selling off its games division. This is from Forbes. Niantic to unload Pokemon Go for 3.5 billion. HP buys. That's a separate story. HP buying Humane AI, ridiculous. Niantic is in talks to sell Pokemon Go to Scopely Inc. This is a one of the Saudi savvy games
Gross.
kind of things. Yeah. Keep in mind, Niantic doesn't own Pokemon, so even though it generates billions every year, it is expensive to operate, and the company doesn't keep enough of the dough. Interesting. Founded by John Hanke, Niantic has a history rooted in geospatial data visualization, and that's the other thing is also they had that announcement a couple of months ago, like, oh yeah, we're selling all that data. Thanks for mapping the globe for us. We're gonna sell all that data to the army. So yeah, that's great. Super stoked about that. Yeah.
Crazy. Want to do a quick mail and close her out?
Yeah, let's do some mail.
Just do a quick, just a quickie. Just a little.
Quick tick.
How many times do you rinse your toothbrush before putting it in your mouth? That's from Gunspot.
Wait, what?
How many
How many
times do you rinse your toothbrush before putting it in your mouth?
Like twice.
Well, I mean, I rinse it, then I put the toothpaste on it, and then I put water on that, and then
Yeah.
I brush.
Same.
I do the same.
I
Do
the
you
exact same
activate
thing.
the electricity? Like I will put water on it, and then I will activate the power with the water on it briefly.
Oh, yeah.
Then I will turn the
big
power
time.
off, and then I will put the. Just you got to wake the bristles up.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
do agree with you. Yeah. No, I run it over it powered on. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I don't
Yeah.
run it over powered on immediately because I find when I do, if I have the power on when I go under the water, it sprays. But if I put it under the water, then I turn the power on, I
Sure.
don't get the spray.
Sure.
Try it out.
Yeah.
Try
Try
it out.
it out. We all agree that we do the exact same process.
Epic Neckbeard was very confused by this. I wonder maybe if I don't know. I get it.
Wait, so this is in questions for the pod. Wait, so is someone saying that they dry
Yeah,
brush?
questions for the
or-
pod. Go to the link in the Discord. Leave a question. How
I'm sorry,
often
yeah.
do you rinse your toothbrush? Do you guys now? Do you how good of a post brush rinse do you do to your toothbrush? Because I used to not be the best.
I
Like I
rinse
obviously
afterwards.
rinse it, but nowadays I give it like a good rinse because I don't ever like when the brush heads start to look
Crusty-
gross. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So I give them like a
Crusty
good
toothpaste.
a good cleaning now.
I got to clean
after.
the whole shaft.
Yep.
I got to clean
Yep.
under.
I wipe the
under-
shaft down. I take the
yeah.
head off.
Yeah.
Take the head off.
Yep.
Clean under
Pull
the
back
head.
the foreskin.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No, can't be.
Do you
I'm not
guys
fucking around with that?
what
man.
what other dental accoutrements do you? I use a water pick.
No, I don't. I just floss.
Okay.
Not all the time.
Tongue scraper?
But like, no, I don't.
Oh, I love the
big
tongue
time,
scraper.
big time tongue scraper.
Once you start
Big
tongue scraping,
time.
you can't
You
stop.
never go back.
You can't go. You
Yeah.
can't.
Can
Like
they- you can't.
honestly,
the tongue scraper,
Oh.
the bidet of the mouth.
no, that's
The
the water
bidet.
pick.
That's the water.
Oh,
pick.
okay. Oh, fair enough.
Right?
Yeah.
Why are you wiping dry? When
No,
you-
the
when
tongue
you can
scraper
get
is
wet?
like the tongue scraper is just regular wiping.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, dude. It's so fucking true though. Like when I'm brushing my teeth, if I don't hit the tongue scraper, like my mouth doesn't feel clean.
Right.
It doesn't feel
Yeah.
fully clean until I do the tongue scrape.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we should get to our post show. We're almost done with our Miyazakis. We watched a documentary this week, and then next week we have our last, and then we're going to start something new on our post show, which is going to be pretty neat, if I do say so myself. Thank you so much for joining us once again here on the Unranked podcast. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as we enjoyed ourselves. How much do you rinse your toothbrush?
Are you wiping dry or are you wiping wet? Let us know. Leave a question in the question for the pods. But until next time, stay safe and stay unranked.
Suck it.